Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Sacramento, California. It's March 30th, 2016. This year's flying by really fast. Now I want to talk to you about sales training. Now, one of the coolest places you can get sales training from is from outside of the industry. And one of the coolest places that I have found to get some sales training from recently is from copywriting. And I was listening to this really well-known copywriter. His name is trademarked, so I can't tell you who it is. Let's just say Gary is a really smart guy. And here's the thing. He said, whenever you want to get better at copywriting, what you should do is read top ads every day. And I was thinking, okay, well, how can I help a salesperson figure something out? So for you as a salesperson, one of the cool things that you could do is watch top sales pitches every day. And you're like, but Scott, I don't have time to go, watch a whole entire pitch, and I can't call salespeople to come work with me. Now, one of the coolest things that you go watch is an infomercial, right? You could go to a store where they sell stuff. It could be a mall and watch people interact. And the whole goal is to think, if it was a good pitch, what's one thing I could have done better? What's one thing that I could have done better? Now, if it was a bad pitch, a bad presentation, a bad sales process, then figure out a lot of things you could have done better. There's probably a bunch of things you could have taken a look at. But the cool thing for you to do is to take a process, watch it, reverse engineer it, and say, oh, okay, I see why they asked that question, or I see why they presented that way. And this is one of the coolest things that you can learn from a copywriter. This is one of the coolest things that you can take for sales training is you don't always have to sit in the class, and you don't always have to be the one watching, and you don't always have to be the one listening. You could take the advice from Gary, Mr. Trademark name. I can't give you his last name, but he's really good at what he does, especially before he retired, right? And you could take this process and go, what's something I could have done better? And if you, especially if you know it was a top presentation or a top infomercial, and the way that you would know that is if it runs continuously. So any infomercial that you've seen, especially around for a bunch of years, find that online. It's on YouTube, right? Just look for infomercials and figure out what one that you could watch that's really going to help you out. And then, your job is to take some notes. And people are going to, what are you watching an infomercial for? Because it's sales training, silly. I used to stay up late night and watch these things. And I'd realize, oh my goodness, it's 3 o'clock. I got to be up in 2 hours. But I had taken all sorts of notes about why it was cool and how they interacted with people and how people got engaged. And I just wanted to give you this one sales tip or the strategies or some advice for you to really help you all get to the next level. Watch really good sales presentations. And if it's really good, look for one thing you would have done better. Now, if it wasn't that good, take some notes and figure out a lot of ways you would have made it better, and then go from there, okay? Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That would be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You've got to subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.